She's entitled, he's entitled, we all entitled. Shit, I'm entitled sometimes. Get messy. Cold as silence, all you hear is silence. Racist cops and
South Saying podcast is sick of that's right, sick of the governor we got.
Quan Bizzle, what's up?
That's right. And Adam L, like we said earlier, is out on assignment right now, getting some papers in order, handling some business as always, So anyway, we're looking at an album review right now, looking at Nicki Minaj, her new album, Pink Friday 2, Gag City Deluxe. 24 songs, just came out. What was it? Just came out about a couple weeks ago now, December 15th. She got some bangers on it. She got a lot of good production on here. I did hear some good beats on here. And very artistic. That was the one thing I kind of noticed with it. What do you think about it?
It's bad. Very bad. I don't even think it should be we've critiqued albums before, and there's every song, every piece of art deserves some type of criticism, right?
Right.
But sometimes, it's like your little daughter or your son handing you their piece of paper and saying, "Look, daddy, look, mommy, look what I draw."
Yep.
Yeah, this is what this album is. That's what it is. It's like, yeah, that's cute, but keep getting better. You know what I mean? So this really what this album was. Is nothing like her first Pink Friday album that came out a decade ago, actually. So yeah.
So do you think when I was listening to it, it's kind of like as if she's trying to find what her voice is going to be right now. You know what I mean? Like back then, like say a decade ago, she was like in her prime. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
So now that you say it like that, because I did like some of the beats, but it was like I was kind of lost into what the direction. Like the first one that came on, I kind of it was you could tell it was from like especially with the lyrics of that one when she was talking about the part about like it was like maybe someone died, you know what I mean? Close to her. So it was like she was going through that moment of going through, when that's happening at the time and you're praying that it's not going to happen, or you're just hoping and then you're stressing about it. She was going through that whole process, writing about that. So I can see that. But at the same time, I wonder, I probably would have placed that later on in the album and came up with something more upbeat or something to kind of keep you into it. Because that's a pretty long one to kind of get into just like that. But it sounded great. Like sonically, I like the beat.
Yeah,
so I
of
liked
course.
a lot of the beats when it came to it. Like the other one, like the old the Biggie, the Bone and Biggie. Remember it's Bone and Biggie. Remember I forget what song it is. Dangerous. The second one, Barbie Dangerous.
Barbie. Oh yeah. I know. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Like I thought that could have had a lot more. I was hoping, hoping for more with that one, but that just kind of, I don't know. But I'm not the biggest Minaj fan either, so
yeah.
So people
like
just for that.
Yeah, with hers, it's not really like much. Give her the I know, of course, give her the respect of critiquing her, but it's like I feel like one of the things I was really missing, and this is really my personal favorite. It's a thing about using old artists or old people you have from your past album, right? Because you want to have a perfect balance. Yeah, old chemistry. Like you don't want to use too many modern day artists, and you don't want to use too many past artists. You want to have a perfect balance of them too. I do commend. I do like applaud her for not having 21 Savage on there.
Yeah,
I don't know, but I do applaud her for that. I could give her that one. She gets a point for that.
That's right. Like it was good. Like Wayne, collaborating with Wayne. I think she could have done a bit more of that.
Yeah,
I've always liked the two of them together.
Or Rihanna.
Yeah,
I really want to see Rihanna on there. Like her and Rihanna make a hit song because they have chemistry. They made a hit song before. I think it was back in 2010.
Right.
I don't know what that song's called, Fly or something like that. But I used to hear it all around. My sister used to play it.
Yeah.
I used to hear that song all the time.
Yep. So that's maybe that could have been a thing that could have really juiced this for real. Could have really like a memorable album. So yeah, so when I was listening to it,
Mm-hmm.
we do like 10 mics, right?
10
So
mics.
I don't know. I was thinking in the 4 range. Like I don't remember do you remember the scale, how it works?
Yeah, no, like 10 mics.
Yeah, see, I know Adam L burn us up for this one. Like, come on,
10
man, you got us.
mics.
Right. 10 mics, but definitely not a 10 mics. So it's between 1 to 10. Definitely not a 10 micer. So I would give it maybe 3.5, 4 mics to be honest. Because
Yeah,
I like the production.
I was thinking the same thing. It's a good. I would say two. It's a good two.
Mm,
Um, I like to say that I was watching this video and it was this guy said I'll come up with his name later, but he said something that was very. And this is like more of like an old head, right?
mm,
Um, and he said something that really reached out to me, and I've been trying to um I've been trying to say for the longest time, but I really couldn't get it out the right way.
right.
He was saying that a lot of music these days
Mhm.
is that they are not focused on chorus. They're not focused on making a good chorus because
Mhm.
like Nas, like who world is this? The
Right.
world is yours. Like
Yeah.
all songs, type of songs, not every song needs it, but all songs have some type of chorus,
Right.
right? So a lot of songs, and Biggie's also a good example. The Right to Die
True.
album, a
True.
lot of his songs like "Baby, Give Me One More Chance," right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these songs are just done to put it out there because people are looking for the vibe. No
True.
one's looking for a chorus, a hit song no more. Everyone's looking for a vibe. If it sounds good, that's it. The lyrics and the chorus is not what people are really looking for these days. So
Interesting. So if we was to look at it that way, all right. So if we was to rate it, like say, all right, that's rating it the way that we think of it, right?
yeah.
Say if we was to think about it just straight from a vibe standpoint,
Okay.
how would you rate it then? Like say, like from a vibe standpoint, when it comes to making the vibe, because here's the thing, a lot of these songs are probably going to live in the club when you think about it, right?
Of course.
And when it comes to that type of a vibe, I think that it would for that objective, it works. You know,
Mm.
for what she does and for what she's selling and the product that she's putting out there, then it would probably rank. It would probably rank as far as putting a vibe out there. It would probably go like a 5 out of 10, like be solid enough to keep. She's got enough on there that you'd hear it say next year
Mm.
for that purpose. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see what you mean. Um, me the vibe doesn't because when I'm listening for music and I'm listening also
Mhm.
for the vibe, I don't feel like her vibe or her album, and she has like sonically it sounds good. She has
True.
nice beats. You can tell they put money into production, but
True.
I don't feel like it takes me to a place. I feel like
Mhm.
it may take somewhere I'm not just only limiting this to females, guys too, but it
Mhm.
might take, a teenage girl in middle school or high school somewhere. It might take them to a certain place. But for me, I don't kick my legs back and look at the TV and
Yeah.
just look in the ceiling in my room and
Right.
I listen to Nicki Minaj and I just hear her beats and takes me to a place. But
True.
for me, it's like I could look up on YouTube one of the '90s beats, the samples or like
Mhm.
the
Mhm.
instrumental, and it
Mhm.
takes me back as if I was in the '90s or if
There's
I
a
was
certain kind of
walking
feeling.
in the
Yeah.
streets of New York City. Yeah, it gives me that feeling.
Yeah.
It calms the world down for a bit. I don't feel
Right.
like she brings that vibe to me. Is
Mhm.
more like club music, like
True.
people going out and partying and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah. Yeah.
club
Yeah.
music.
Yeah. That's why I say it works for that space. But
Yeah,
for all around just living life, making it a part, or like a lot of people say that these songs kind of like be like the soundtrack to your life in the background. So like your favorite song or whatever that you was listening to at the moment, say you graduate from high school, you know what I mean?
yeah,
And what's hot at that moment or during that year, you know what I mean? You kind of remember that year for that, even if you didn't like them songs, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
oh, I can't stand that. But then say 10, 20 years from that later, that
Mm-hmm.
song comes on. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember. Oh, I remember so and so used to always blast that. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
same thing that'll go on then. So yeah, It's still rather low. Still low. Because
Yeah,
because I
still.
said 3.5 to 4 with the one, but then with a vibe, 5. So yeah. No. You gotta go back to
Yeah.
the drawing board with that one.
Yeah,
Back to
it's
the
still
drawing
2 for
board.
me.
That's right. That's right. See, stayed 2. So even with every aspect it goes, you know what I mean? Better than Drake's. Better than Drake's.
I'll tolerate a few songs from her album wherever
Yeah,
I listen to the Drake album. So
I understand.
I'll give that.
I get that. I get that. It's hard to put good art out there, but at the same time, all the people that's got that ability to do it, you gotta get out there and get it done. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get it done. So yeah. So I guess I'll say it. Don't forget, hey, y'all don't forget, like, share, subscribe, comment. What you think about this album? Do you like it? Let us know, leave some comments.
Yep.
And we'll get back with you on the next segment. And peace.
Peace.
Entitlement, man. She's entitled, he's entitled, we all entitled. Shit, I'm entitled sometimes. Get messy.